and friends, so I guess we know what's going on tomorrow. Tomorrow's supposed to be the big day, October the 31st. But who is it truly a big day for? Is it a big day for you, your children, the parents? Or is it a big day for demonic realm? We've been talking about this for a while, all in the month of October. We've had witches and ex-witches and warlocks and ex-warlocks to begin to reveal some of the secrets of darkness and some of the secret things that they were doing when they were in these religious evil organizations. With that being said, we see a lot of people still want to be rebellious, right? They want to be rebellious. Why? Because the Bible said that the tradition of men makes his word of no effect. They want to go out here and say, you're not rebelling against the people of God who is warning you. You're rebelling against God. The Bible says warning comes before destruction. And to understand something, that witchcraft comes from being rebellious. The Bible says rebellious is just as the sin of witchcraft. So you have to truly understand that when you are rebelling against the truth, when you are rebelling against God's words, when you are rebelling against what is there to help you, you hinder yourself from growth. You hinder yourself from where God is trying to take you, because this spirit just does not operate in this realm. The spirit of rebellion on your life is operating in your decisions to truly serve God, to truly submit to God. See, you can check yourself. If you're rebelling against this and you know better, we know you're rebelling against God. We know you're rebelling against his word. We know you're rebelling against his truth. See, this is the day and the hour and the time where God has said that his people will perish because of the lack of knowledge, because they rejected. And he said, because you rejected, he will reject you. I know some of you all are getting your kids ready. I know you're buying the costumes, you're doing all those things, but listen, go ahead and refund it, get your money back. Don't participate. God is trying to let you know that evil is being exposed more and more every day, and evil is getting more eviler. And you would think, how can evil get more evil? Yes, it can, because now you got all kind of drugs that are going in these candies. You got all kind of drugs, and I mean harmful drugs. So God is trying to warn you. We're going to hear all this stuff on the news. What happened? What happened? What happened? Because God is trying to warn his people. It's just like the man who was out there drowning in the water, right? And so when God came, he sent a swimmer, right? He sent the boat, right? He sent the plane, right? He sent the life jacket, right? He sent all these things to help the man, but he rejected them because it did not come the way that he anticipated that it should come. And I know that is just like some of y'all. See, the story ends like this. When the man died, he got in front of God and he said, why didn't you help me? And God says, I sent the life jacket, I sent the boat, I sent the lifeguard. He said, I sent the plane, and you ignored it. And the man said, I did not know that those were ways that you were sending to actually save me. And because of that, just like the law says, ignorance of the law is no excuse. And so you have an opportunity to take a word and hear what God is saying, and to let it change you and transform you into his truth. So again, we got this stuff going on tomorrow, and some people are operating in the spirit of rebellion. And the spirit of rebellion is just like the sin of witchcraft. And so God is saying, the day you hear my voice, harden not your heart. Stop looking at the messenger and listen to the message that I am sending through the messenger. These people are not taking their time out of their days to warn you only to be facetious. We've come to learn something. We've come to understand something. And now we got the revelation, and now we got the authority and the permission to speak it. So take heed unless you fall. Take heed unless you fall into the hands of this dangerous enemy. Make a decision tomorrow to tell your child that we ain't doing things the way we used to do things. That right now, it stops here. All generation curses, it stops here. We're not putting ourselves in things to intentionally hold ourselves accountable in a demonic spiritual realm. Until next time, it's your sister Trigger Preacher, also known as God's Girls.